funny jokes, 3 dead actors, an American knocking a man's house over, and $5 million worth of cars. What could possibly go wrong? This is the Grand Tour. So in today's video, I wanted to give my opinions, my thoughts, my first impressions of the Grand Tour, what I thought of it, and I just wanted to basically have a conversation of me and you. So let's do it. The introduction for the Grand Tour was so well done. It was just like a moment that got you in the shoes, basically, of Jeremy Clarkson, what he felt going through all the stuff, leaving the UK, taking a plane all the way to Los Angeles, getting there, getting into a Mustang, and then appearing there with his trio, his buddies. It basically does a great job of getting you introduced to everything that's happened between the end of Top Gear and now, and then it introduces you to what you can expect over the next 12 weeks. Which I must say is a hell of a lot of stuff. The Aston Martin Vulcan is on test. Like I said before, knocking a man's house down, which I may have some more info in a little bit. Custom cars built out of bricks and bones. An amphibious car, drifting a Hellcat, and much, much more is what you can expect out of the next 12 weeks. The first challenge for the Grand Tour, though, was the Holy Trinity. The thing they wrapped Top Gear up with was trying to find which was best, the McLaren P1, the Porsche 918, or the Ferrari. The segment itself was proper funny. This time on the Grand Tour, they have like freedom to do whatever they want. They are uncensored. For example, in the introduction, they decided to make a bestiality joke. Yeah. To be honest, I didn't think they would go that far, but somehow it worked and it was just funny. They also now have a racetrack called the Eboladrom, which is great for many reasons. The challenge itself was just great, the cinematics of it were awesome, and James May getting out of the truck and saying this was hilarious.
Hi.
After the amazingly well-shot introduction and the Holy Trinity challenge, we jump back to the studio to where they will basically reveal the whole Grand Tour tent and how it moves from place to place to place all around the world. They also introduced 2 brand new segments for the Grand Tour. This is going to be the news, which has now become the Conversation Street, similar to Coronation Street if you're not from the UK, which is basically where they go in and shoot shit at each other. For instance, James May got a speeding ticket for going 37 miles an hour. They also have a second segment called Celebrity Brain Crash something? What's it called? The Celebrity Brain Crash, which is a replacement for Star in a Reasonably Priced Car, I think. Anyways, that's when they killed 3 celebrities with varying methods and whatnot. However, it felt a little off if you ask me. So every single person I've spoken to so far about the Grand Tour has said that the whole celebrity brain crash thing that they at least did in this episode 1 just felt a little bit off. It felt a little bit awkward, maybe a little bit forced to get sort of like a new thing in there that's still sort of like the old thing, sort of kinda. It felt weird. I'm sure throughout time this new segment will evolve and change with people's opinions and whatnot. But for right now, it just felt a little bit off, and I hope it improves in the coming episodes. In that whole studio segment, we learned about the Eboladrom, which is their new test track for their cars, where they went in and they tested a BMW M2, which, and I quote, is the best M car ever made, which is actually the cheapest and the slowest. Anyways, the Eboladrom is actually really, really cool. I really like this track. They have it's a super challenging track. If you go and watch the episode, Jeremy Clarkson explains it. They have just about everything to put a car through hell. They have fast corners, slow corners, bumpy bits of the track, an unexploded bomb, and it just looks like a really, really tough challenge that I think will truly test the driving ability of a lot of cars. So I can't wait to see other cars like the BMW M2 go around the track. I could just imagine like a crazy race cars thing, like scraping along the ground, shooting sparks off the back of it like the P1 did in the second part of the special, which I'll get to soon, but I can just imagine that. I think it's going to be really, really cool. I'm actually hoping the good old Eboladrom does come to a future racing game at some point, because I know I would love to drive around it and see what it's truly like to drive. Sort of. So after the new studio segment and the introduction of the Ebola circuit, or the Eboladrom, they went back and they did the second part of the Holy Trinity challenge where, spoiler, Clarkson lost. I say Clarkson, his name should in fact be Jennifer now, and his house is getting knocked down. Or it's supposed to get knocked down. It in fact already was a long time ago, and a neighbor said, "Yep, that's Jeremy Clarkson for you. Jennifer Clarkson for you." So anyways, the challenge concluded with the fastest car being the Porsche 918, which, to be quite honest, I really was sort of expecting. I sort of expected, to be honest, the results to be a 918 P1 LaFerrari was my prediction, but whatever, it's cool. So anyways, that was the Grand Tour episode 1. I am so excited for the next 11 weeks of these episodes. This first episode was so amazing. The shots were beautiful, super cinematic, awesome shots. The jokes are uncensored and properly funny, and the editing is brilliant as well. I just enjoyed basically all of it, minus the celebrity brain bash crash thing. I'm really most excited to see though how the Grand Tour goes from what it is now and how it evolves over time, because I'm sure this show is going to change quite a bit. Based on its first episode, I can imagine they're just getting huge amounts of feedback in from viewers, people like you and me, and we're just like, we're giving them all this information. It's just like, okay, how do we make this show even better than it already is? So if you'd like to go read a recap for the entire show, I will include a link in the description down below. And if you weren't able to watch it, I have some information that might help you in the description down below as well. There are going to be 200 more countries coming to Amazon Prime fairly soon, Amazon Prime Video fairly soon, so I'll include a link in the description down below for that as well if you'd like to learn more about that. So yeah, that's it. Those are my thoughts on the Grand Tour episode 1. I think it was super, super awesome. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and let me know if I should do this for all the episodes or something. I don't know. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!